welcome. Thank you for joining. Please share the broadcast as you join. Share the broadcast to your platform. Share the broadcast to any WhatsApp group you belong. Please kindly share as you join. You're welcome. As you join, you share the broadcast. Kindly share.
Promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist. You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isobo. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy. Because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All these we pray, all these we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. I had in Sosine Bigebi. He said,
You're welcome. Thank you for joining us on this very program. I appreciate everybody that has connected to this program, wherever you are connecting from. As always, my special thanks goes to those who are watching from Biafra land. If you are connecting to this program from Biafra land, I appreciate you, and I say thank you very much. I appreciate you for spending your time, spending your energy, making our time to join us on this program. I appreciate you, and I say may Chukwu Okike Abiama continue to guide you, protect you, secure you, wherever you are. I welcome everyone that is joining from any part of Africa. You're joining from any part of Asia, Europe, America, Australia, Canada, New Zealand, Russia, China. Whichever part of the world you are joining us from, I say may Chukwu Okike Abiama continue to guide you, protect you, and secure you. I welcome you all. We are here once again, as we always do, to do the needful and to tell you about the need of the hour and the things we are supposed to know. Today, as you all know, is the second day of the 1-week lockdown of Biafra land. We are in the second day. And in that second day, I am telling you a lot of things are going to happen. You are going to see surprises. But no matter what you see, do not get moved. Don't be moved. No matter what you see today, do not shake. Don't move. A lot of surprises are going to come up. You are going to see certain things that you don't expect. I am telling you, wherever you are watching from, be focused. Be focused. Never allow anybody to distract you. Are there going to be distraction? There will be a lot of distraction today. There will be so many things you're going to see on this second day. But I urge you, any place you are, more especially our people in Biafra land, everybody in Biafra land, continue to stand your ground. Do not allow anybody to intimidate you. Do not allow anybody to push the wall. Do not allow anybody to make you feel guilty of asking for your freedom. Whatever we are doing today is the right thing. What we are fighting for is it worth all the sacrifice. It is about our life. It is about our generation unborn. It is everything about us. That is why we are making the sacrifice we are making today. And you must prepare. Prepare much more than ever. They are going to come against you with all manner of propaganda, blackmail, as you have already seen. They are going to look for different strategies. You saw yesterday was 100% success. Yesterday was a very great success. The Biafran people made a laudable statement. And Biafra people yesterday confirmed that every single one of us, we are in line with the Biafra Republic Government in exile under our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and on the supreme leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is where the Biafran people stand today. Yesterday, sit at home and total lockdown of Biafra land confirms that Biafrans are willing to go. It confirms that Biafrans know the direction they are going. It confirms that the Biafra Republic Government in exile is in control. They are in charge. It doesn't matter what anybody thinks or what anybody does. It doesn't matter their propaganda or blackmail. They are going to bring so many kinds of blackmail today. They are going to bring so many kinds of distractions from left, right, and center. But I tell you, if you sincerely want your freedom, which I know you want, you must stand your ground. Remember, our supreme leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told us to stand our ground. And he reminded us just recently that Biafra is not negotiable. And that is where we stand. Do not forget that IPOB of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is consistency personified. And that is what the Biafra Republic Government in exile represents. That is what the autopilot represents. That is what every single one of us today that is standing on the truth represent. Consistency. There is no amount of blackmail that will make us to change our direction. Not now. Never. Ever. It's not going to happen. It is not going to happen. And you heard recently when our Prime Minister said that he will never betray us. But even when you decide to betray him, you will never ever succeed. It's a strong statement. Get that into your head. For those who are trying to betray, those who think you can distract him, you can make him feel weak. As for our Prime Minister, I trust him. I can vouch my trust on him. I have no doubt on whatever he says. For the past 2 years, he has been very, very consistent and following his words, building on the foundation led by our supreme leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And that is why I speak on his behalf. That is why I support him with all my strength. That is why I will never stop supporting him. Some of you think that when I talk about Mazi Simon Ekpa, I'm talking about because he told me to do so, or because I was being forced to do so, or because I was being paid to do so. I speak and support Mazi Simon Ekpa because I have watched him and I found out that he is the man. I must not talk with him. I must not dialogue with him. I must not seek permission from him for me to say what I'm saying. I am not speaking about him because he's an Igbo man. I'm not speaking about him because he is Simon Ekpa. I'm not speaking about him because he's from Ebonyi State. I'm not speaking about him because he's Biafran. I'm not speaking about him because he's in Finland. I speak about him because he stands for the truth. He stands for the truth. That is the reason why I talk about him, and I will continue to urge people to listen to him. Confirming the word of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has always been right. Has always been right. Even if you don't believe Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, when he tells you a word, watch closely, observe. I am not telling you to just dive into it. Observe and see what he has told you, how it manifests. Then and only then you begin to know if you're on the right path or you're on the wrong path. I can bet you, if you are lucky to find yourself under the Biafra Republic government in exile today, thank your star, you're on the right path. If you found yourself supporting our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa today, speaking about him, you are on the right path. And Chukwu Okike Abiyama will never leave you. You are one of the instruments that Chukwu Okike Abiyama had appointed to make Biafra come. As I always say, every one of us have a role to play. Today is the second day of sit at home in Biafra land. Our enemies will not relax. They saw their defeat yesterday. They will not give up. They saw their defeat yesterday, but they will not give up. You are going to see surprises throwing out, going forward. You are going to see propaganda and blackmails coming. But I bet you, remain focused. If you are a genuine Biafran and you have been following this agitation, following this restoration mood that we are in, there is nothing you will see that will shake you. And there is nothing you will see that you have not seen before. Everything you are seeing today are things that you are bound to see. There is no blackmail or propaganda that you see that will shake you. Are they going to blackmail? They will blackmail us. Are they going to bring they will bring much more propaganda from the angle you never expect. It can even come from your closest ally. It can come from your parents. It can come from your own brother. It can come from your most trusted person. In this very struggle, work with your conscience. Make sure that your conscience is clean. Apply your common sense at every single information you hear. Every blackmail you see, whatever you see, apply your common sense and do not walk inside alone. Do not walk inside alone. Always try to listen to your inner mind. The spirit of Chukwu Okike Abiyama that is in you, he will always direct you on what to do. You have seen their blackmails already. More is going to come. You saw the man who is called Ifanyoba in his interview, what he was saying. When the press were interviewing him, he was saying that he spoke with the family of our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Do you know why he said that? Do you know why he mentioned that? It was a blackmail. That thing he said was a total blackmail. That is why I tell you, you have to be on alert. They are going to throw every single thing at you. Remember the way they fought the sit at home the very first time? They even used Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to blackmail us. If not for the consistency and the strength of the Biafran people, through the support of our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa, we would have lost it. They went up to the extent of using Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to blackmail us, to stop the sit at home. But because we are not only watching, our Prime Minister was not only seeing things he can see with his eyes. He was not only focusing on the things visible, he was also looking at the invisible things. And he was able to dictate that was not the truth. And if you remember in that time, he told them that even when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu decided to say we should stop, that we, the Biafran people, it is our responsibility to free him from the enemy territory. He is not going to free us from there. Today, he has fought and he is in the hand of the enemy. In the war front, it is our responsibility to free him. That even when he sees and says that we should stop, it is our decision to make outside. Those of us who still have some little freedom. Because where he is, in the territory of the enemy, we cannot actually say the condition or the state on which he make any statement. That is why we have to filter every information that comes out and then know what he will say. On a normal condition, you know what Mazi Nnamdi can say. In a free ground, you know what he can say. Only those words are what we're going to take, and we're on with it. When you hear that man, that idiot in Newi, Andover, when he was telling you that he spoke with the family of our Supreme Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it was a blackmail. And I don't want anybody, a Biafran, do not try to drive your mind to that direction to begin to engage the family of our Supreme Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Do not engage the family of our Supreme Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. What you had there is a blackmail that must totally be ignored. You and I know that this man is a blatant liar. A blatant liar. A man that have told us in the past. You saw Mazi Nnamdi Kanu video, which I played yesterday. There was a video of a voice of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which I played on my program yesterday, when I was having program on my Facebook. So many of you must have seen that video, where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said that this man, Ifan Yoba, claimed that he talks to him every day. Claimed that he's discussing with him. Claimed that he is in touch with IPOB. It is not today that this man began to make false claims just to make himself relevant, just to extort money from the government. He always made these false claims to promote his evil agenda. So there is nothing different that he's doing today from what he's doing before. When you hear him say that he has been in talk with the family of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it was a blackmail. And that very statement should be ignored. If he is serious, the only person you can have a talk with is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Just like our Prime Minister said, when you contact our Prime Minister, he will tell you, I do not have anything to discuss with you. Whatever you have to discuss with me is with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Go and bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Have a discussion with him. Whatever he says is final. Our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the only person, if you are concerned, go and bring him out and have a talk with him. If you want to have any round table, it should be with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu seated on the table. Anything outside that is a blackmail, and we are not part of it. Our eye is on the ball. Today being the second day, Biafra land will continue to be on lockdown. Biafra land will continue to be on lockdown. Whatever you see, whatever you hear, do not get distracted. I'm telling you that you are going to hear a lot of things. You're going to see a lot of things. And including, remember, the man in the creek is still on the loose. The pig in the creek is still on the loose. Is still on the loose. The people they are using as instruments of blackmail against IPOB, against our struggle, against what we are doing, against our Prime Minister, they are still at the loose. This same idiot you call Ifan Yobo, he will not give up easily. He's not going to give up easily. His stout and gangs of criminals that he has gathered, they are going to do something. They will try to do something. They cannot go without a fight. Always have that at the back of your mind. These criminals will never ever go without a fight. So today, going forward, you are going to see things happening. Things are going to change. But don't get distracted. We are already on the right path, walking into Biafra land. And they can see it clearly. Yesterday was an open door to walk into Biafra. And they have seen it. Yesterday was a total referendum. Yesterday, they confirmed yesterday that truly, that the Biafran people have cast a vote of no confidence on them. The confirmation was made yesterday. And you think they will go without a fight? They won't go without a fight. Now they have gotten the message clear. You know, initially, when we speak, when our Prime Minister issue a word or issue an order, they will call him that little boy. They say that man in Finland. That little boy in Finland. Who knows him? He is not on the ground. But yesterday has opened their eyes to know that our Prime Minister of Biafra Republic of Indonesia is much more on ground, more than them. He is very much on the ground, more than every single one of them. They got the message, and they will not go without a fight. Every Biafra must brace yourself. If you are watching from Biafra land, more especially, don't get moved with anything you see around you. All you have to do is to obey simple instruction. And if you're not in Biafra land and you're watching me, reach out to your family and tell them, listen and obey simple instruction. Sit at home. Simple instruction. If you obey this instruction, let me tell you, you will walk into Biafra without pain. You will walk into Biafra without any stain. You will march into Biafra. Surprisingly, you find yourself that you're in Biafra. You just wake up and you realize you're in Biafra. Send this message across. No matter what they see, no matter what they hear, they should remain focused and consistent. Continue to march in the direction of freedom. We are heading home, and there's no going back. We have spoken very loudly yesterday, and I bet you what happened yesterday, they are not going to relax. They can't go without a fight. Just have that at the back of your mind. The man in the creek will not allow his contracts to go. And Yuba, the criminal that frames up everything, he wants to make money out of everything, including blackmailing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. When he said that he speaks to Mazi Nnamdi all the time to collect money, and Mazi Nnamdi have warned people from Nnewi. He have warned the Nnewi people right from there, stop contributing money to Andioba. They didn't listen. They still went ahead recently and contributed 500 million plus. 500 million plus they contributed and gave to this criminal. And you think he will return that money? He is going to do everything possible to make sure that that money is a forgotten issue. They will not go without a fight. I tell you that things will begin to happen from today going forward. Today you are going to see changes. No matter the changes you see, whether positive or negative, don't get moved. The most important thing is that we are going home. We are going home. And our referendum, with or without the Nigerian government, is confirmed. And they know we are capable. Wherever you are watching this program from, please, I urge you to like this program and share. Like and share this program to in any platform where you are. Like and share. Like this program and share it to any platform you are. Today, wherever you are today in Biafra land or anywhere, reach out to your people and tell them, whatever happens, they should pay attention. Obedience is better than sacrifice. Those of you, they are asking, declare Biafra, declare Biafra. When Biafra will come, when is Biafra will come? The roadmap into Biafra has been drawn. Are you ready to play your own part? The Prime Minister of Biafra Republic Government in Exile, Mazi Simon Ekpa, is leading from the front, giving you all the necessary strategies that you need, talking to us daily, right, left, and center, having diplomatic meetings on daily basis, 24/7, meeting people that matters, meeting the world powers. It is no longer business as usual. When we tell you that Biafra is speaking as a government, it is not a joke. And you know, when our Prime Minister says a word, they will pretend as if they're not hearing him. Whenever our Prime Minister issue a statement, all those criminals, they will pretend they're not hearing him, but they know the effect of what he's saying. Just recently, you hear the criminal in Nnamdi State, Soludo, saying that he is not aware of any Biafra Republic government in exile. Okay. At least for him to open his mouth and mention Biafra Republic government in exile, he is aware. And that is their fear. They know what is coming. They know that the restoration of Biafra today is in the hand of those who are capable, who has face, who has personalities, those who has what it takes to bring Biafra. Now they will begin to realize that all this while he was waiting for them and calling them to join and they refuse, that Biafra will come with or without you. It doesn't matter how connected you think you are. It doesn't matter how rich you think you are. It doesn't matter what you call yourself. Biafra is going to come with or without you. Biafra will come with or without you. Take it to the bank. And when you hear our Prime Minister say, Biafra is coming in 2023, it is not a joke. It is not to make you happy. It is not to entertain you. That is a fact. The only thing you have to do as a Biafran that is watching me, and are watching from, pick up a responsibility as a Biafran and make it a reality. Don't sit back and watch like some who call and say, tell us the date. If you are being told the date Biafra will come, what are you going to do? What will you do? Your concern should be that in this Biafra that is coming, where will my name be written as those who joined and fought and made sure Biafra become a reality? Begin to search, where is your name going to be found? When they are mentioning people who fought for this Biafra that is coming in 2023, people that made it possible, where will your name be found? That should be what you are concerned with. And not, you shouldn't be concerned about the date. At least we have drawn a target. We have drawn a target. Our Prime Minister have drawn a target for the Biafran people. It's left for us to pursue that target and make sure that we get it. And I can tell you, our Prime Minister himself is working 247 to make sure that that target is got. So many of us on the media, so many of us privately, some that are not even speaking in the public, they are working tirelessly to make sure that it becomes a reality. You that is watching me, if you have not picked up a responsibility, I beg you in the name of Chukwu Kabiam, if you still love yourself and you want your freedom, pick up a responsibility, no matter how small. Make sure your name will be written somewhere. The fundraising is going on a daily basis. The website for the fundraising is there. Go there and pay in your widow's mite. Whatever you have, if you have much more than can be done, put it there. Whatever you have, put it there. It's not for a loss. It is not in vain. It is for yourself. The sacrifice is for yourself. You are not doing it for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You are not doing it for Mazi Samanepa. You are not doing it for me. No, any one of us here. Whatever you do, you are doing it for yourself. If you do good, you do yourself. You do bad, you do yourself. Get that straight. Now that it has become clear, I can tell you that yesterday, the Biafran people spoke loudly that we are on our own and we want to walk out of the zoo. We are not waiting the so-called politician. They know the vote of no confidence that was cast on them has been activated fully yesterday, and they saw it clear. But I tell you, they will not go without a fight. They won't go without a fight. So that's why I'm telling you that whatever you see today, don't be moved. Whatever you hear today, don't be moved. Biafra land will remain under lock and key for 7 good days. We are in the second day. We are in the second day. Any place you are, reach out and let your people know that it is still a lockdown. We are going to carry it forward. They will try to truncate it. They will try to play all manner of games. I beg you in the name of Chukwu Carrier, just pay attention. Don't get distracted. Do not get distracted. They are going to come with their lies. They are going to try to blackmail, send people to come and do this or that and cause havoc everywhere and all that. They will do it. All these are templates they have played over and over again. So when you are dealing with this Zoological Republic and their agents, you know what they will do. Even before they start doing it, you know. The only thing that makes us to fall victim certain time is that we don't pay attention. That is why we fall victim. We don't pay. If you are very careful, it is not difficult for you to know where Nigeria is heading or what they are planning. It is the same template. The caliphate have one template of the seat. They have done it during the time of election. They do it during the time of protest, and they do it any time you rise to make a point. It is one strategy they use. They blackmail you. They did it during the time of NSAS. They blackmailed the youths that were asking for a good society for themselves, asking that the military and police should stop killing them. What did they do? They created an anti-party against them. They armed them, attacked them, and they now turn around and blame it on them. And you know what happened during the NSAS? Many people lost their life. Many people lost their life. And the man who was on top of the affairs that time, who made people to lose their life today, is in the presidency as a president. He has not apologized for what happened during the NSAS. In fact, up to this moment, he is still denying that people lost their life in NSAS. You saw the man in the creek. The man in the creek, the pig in the creek, when he was speaking in Asorok, you saw him, the way he talked about the NSAS. You see the way he described it. Something that the whole world recognized. Something that the whole world recognized, that people, innocent Young men lost their life. He trashed it to the dustbin and said that stupid movement they call NSAS. He addressed it as something that is something that is forbidden. He trashed it. Why won't he trash it today? They have the man that sponsored that genocide in Asorok as a president. You saw how they sponsored talks during that NSAS. You saw DSS bringing talks with their own vehicle and them, giving them arms ammunition to attack people. Even in Abuja, you saw them when they escorted talks to go and bomb properties of the Biafran people. They have done it again and again and again. Today, you see the insecurity in Biafra land. The insecurity in Biafra land today is being championed by the federal government of Nigeria, using some moles in Biafra land. They are so-called Ebubago. All this while we have been saying that Ebubago, these people are not for the interest of the Biafran. And the Biafran people know. The Biafran state, every state in the southeast came out and protested that they do not want Ebubago anymore. Every state protested and said, we don't want Ebubago anymore. What did they do? Did they listen? They never listened. They empowered them and they continue to use them to oppress the people. We have never had anywhere that Ebubago fought against the terrorists that are terrorizing the people. We have not had the Ebubago captured any Fulani or even had a confrontation. The only one we had was the one that happened just a few days ago. They were going to rescue somebody that Fulani kidnapped. And what happened? The military opened fire on them. So many of them lost their life, and some are in the hospital now. The very first time they made an attempt to go and rescue people from the hand of the Fulani terrorists, the military themselves opened fire on them. Every one of us saw the news. And many lost their lives. Some are in the hospital up till now. What does that tell you? That tells you that the reason why they were put there is just to burn the houses of Biafran people, take the life of Biafran people, focus on the Biafran people. That is their focus. The intention of creating Ebubago was to fight against the ESN that was meant to secure the people. And that is exactly what I've been doing. Look at Imo State. Hope Uzodinma has been doing that constantly. Has been doing that. Look at Anambra State. Soludo has been doing that also. And today, Nnamdi Oba wants to volunteer himself to be in the forefront, to make a name for himself. Nnamdi Oba, you have met your match. You have been duping for a very long time. You have been fighting against Biafra and Biafran people for a very long time. You have been attacking IPOB, and you have used IPOB for several different fraudulent activities between you and the federal government. Our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi, can mention you and call you out on your lies that you're pushing forward against the IPOB. You were indicted in the kidnapping of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, allegedly that your plane was used to bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We cannot forget. We have your record. Each time you come and open your mouth, we know what your antecedent is. When you say you are having a talk with the family of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we know it was a blackmail, as usual. But we have gone past that. You should know that by now, one thing is that these people don't learn. They don't learn. The people, they don't learn. If you have conscience and you learn, you should know that the man in the aim of affairs today don't care about you. He doesn't. Your blackmail cannot make him turn back. The people today who are in the forefront of the restoration of Biafra do not care about your blackmail. Look at you. Even while you were busy calling him names, every one of you were busy calling him names, calling him a terrorist, writing up petitions, calling the embassies. Did you see him stop? Even when you push the propaganda that he has been arrested, Master Samanak was arrested, he's arrested. The news went everywhere. You broadcast it and you celebrated. Some celebrated it. That same day, that same evening, he broadcasted. That same day that he was interrogated by the police, he had a broadcast. And since that day to today, he has never stopped saying the same, what he's saying. And yet, you never learn your lesson. With all your propaganda, the more you send the propaganda, the more he... Oh my God. Excursion now. Boku ya mo. Bobby ya pa, Bobby ya ma, Bobby ya ma go unki jibo. Each time they give that attack, they increase our speed. Each time they try to slow him down, they increase our speed. Why they even went to the extent of even putting a bounty on his head. They gave 50 million. They feel it's not enough. They gave 100 million bounty on his head. Did he stop him? Did that make him to stop? He never. Instead, Chukwu catapulted him to a strong level. What did we hear next? We heard that the global community have given him an ambassador of peace. Ambassador of peace. From your putting bounty on his head and calling him a terrorist and calling embassy and calling all manner, they gave him ambassador of peace. Global ambassador of peace. And yet you didn't learn your lesson. When are you going to learn? When are you going to learn? Of course you're not going to learn, because whom the God will destroy, they will first of all make him deaf and dumb. Him whom the gods want to destroy, they will make him deaf and dumb. And that is what is going on. You are going to remain deaf until we walk into Biafra. You just wake up one day, you find out, oh, is this the Biafra we are talking about? And very soon, every one of you that is standing against the Biafra will run away. Wait. The de facto Biafra government in homeland has been instituted, and they are going to take over very soon. The de facto government of Biafra in homeland, they will take over very soon. On the 28th, our head office in the United States will be inaugurated. After that inauguration, you are going to see one. You see the unveiling of our states. Yesterday, Ikemba State has been unveiled, which is my own state. I am from Ikemba State. Ikemba State have been unveiled yesterday. That is my own state. And more other states are coming. More other states coming. Until when we get to 28, when we inaugurate the Biafra government in exile inauguration. After that inauguration, homeland, Biafra government in homeland, also active. They are going to be in charge very soon. And then you understand what we mean when we say that you will sleep in Nigeria and you wake up in Biafra. It is going to happen. It is a process. Some of you who have been asking, where is your roadmap? How are you going to get it? Watch. It's a movie playing out. Now you understand. We are talking about a country, not a business, not just a business empire of two people, not a village or local government. We are talking about a country of 70 million people, 70 million brainy people. And for you to have a country, it's not a child's play. There are certain things that must be in place. There are certain things that must be in place. That's why I tell you that today we are on a different level. We are no longer in the level of agitation. The agitation has been done. The agitation has been done and the awareness created. Anybody today that said it doesn't know about the plight of Biafra is pretending. They are pretending. Our Supreme Mazi can lead the agitation. And Biafrans came and agitated. We have crossed agitation. And I appreciate everyone that participated in that agitation, no matter where you are today. So many people who played a role in agitation today that have fallen out. Some of them have fallen away completely because we are in a state that is above them. Some of them are still today, they still think that we are in agitation. That is why they are confused. Some of them cannot match the level of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Eba. They cannot match that level of restoration. The restoration level is different from an agitation level. If you have participated in agitation and you did well, I appreciate you very well. That is when you see some of them today that are miscreant online talking about Mazi. These were people who performed well during the time of agitation. They did well. They did well in creating awareness, but they refuse to recognize. They refuse to recognize that we cannot remain on that same level. That we have to proceed further. They fail to recognize that today we have moved further. We are no longer in agitation. Instead of them to learn and join the level that we are in and move, they refuse. They want us to remain on agitation. You want us to remain on agitation forever? God forbid. We have gone. We have gone. We are in restoration. And in this restoration level, Biafra, here we come. There is nothing anybody can do about it. Your propaganda cannot stop us. Your blackmail cannot stop us. No matter what you do, no matter what you say, it cannot stop us. The earlier you begin to embrace the reality, the better for you. The only thing you can do for yourself today is to ask yourself, what am I going to do to be part of this very coming Biafra? What am I going to do to make sure that my name is written boldly among those who perform one or two things in the coming of Biafra? And don't tell me there's nothing you can do. There is something every one of you can do. As you are watching this video, if you are sharing this video, making sure that it gets to everybody, making sure that every single person, including our enemies, get this video. If you are sharing it and make it go viral, you are doing something. If you are praying for Biafra, if it is prayer, you're a prayer warrior, you are praying and fasting for Biafra on daily basis, you are doing something. If you are making your moral contribution, any platform you go that is genuinely speaking about Biafra, you make a contribution and talk to Biafran people, evangelize, you are doing something. If you are financially empowered, that Chukwu Okame has given you the strength in finance, and you are committing your effort in this very struggle, you are doing something, and your name will be written in gold, and you will never be forgotten. And I bet you there is no effort you put in Biafra struggle that is in vain. It will never ever be in vain. This is a prayer that our Supreme Mazi have made long time ago. That no contribution you make to make Biafra will come that will be in vain. You will be rewarded in 1,000-fold. Chukwu Okame will reward you in 1,000-fold. But if the wealth is in your hand and you refuse to bring it out, let me tell you, there are certain people that Chukwu Okame blessed in Biafra land just because of this very agitation. There are some people that the money they have today is because of this agitation. If you are one of those, as your conscience is telling you, even as you're watching me, your conscience is telling you that I am one of those who is blessed because of this. Something inside you is telling you, I am one of those that is being blessed because of this struggle. Go and begin to make commitment now. Go to the website and make a contribution. Go to all the fundraising and make a contribution. Start now. If you don't, you are going to get a setback. But if you do, let me tell you, your river will never dry. Your river will this is just the beginning. If you are financially blessed and okay, and that is where your call is, and you begin to make that commitment, your river will never dry. You can't imagine where you will be. This is an assignment for every one of us. You have a role to play. I have a role to play. You don't have to leave everything for Mazi Simon Ekpa. Mazi Simon Ekpa has his own role where he's playing. Mazi Simon Ekpa has his own role, drawing the lines, giving the directions, directing affairs. He has his own role to play. Our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have his own role to play. He is on the front line. He is the focus of discussion, the front line. He is there, which he promises. He said he will lead from the front, and he is leading from the front, putting his own life on the line. You that is watching me, ask yourself, what am I doing for the actualization of Biafra in 2023? What has been my contribution to make sure that Biafra comes in 2023? It is not enough to say, I want Biafra, I want Biafra. Oh, we want Biafra, we want Biafra. Oh, we love Mazi Nnamdi, we love Mazi. What are you doing? No matter how little, it doesn't matter. No matter how little, every hand must be on deck. The Jews fought for their nation. The Jews stood by themselves, sponsored and fought for their nation. Today, they have the strongest nation in the world. Don't get distracted. And I'm telling you, as I said before, today is the second day of the lockdown of Biafra land, marking entrance into Biafra land. Any place you are, remember, we have to push it harder, take it further until we get to the end. But remember, you might see changes today. Don't get distracted. Blackmail is going to come. Propaganda is going to come. They will never go without a fight. Remember, the enemy we are up against, these are pharaohs. And you know how Pharaoh behaves. Pharaoh never gave up. Even when the last born in the whole families in Egypt were dying, Pharaoh find it difficult to let the children of Israel go. Until even when he let them go, he still have to pursue them and chase them into the Red Sea. That is how it is. Even when Pharaoh have let the children of Israel go, he still chase them and pursue them to the Red Sea. That is to tell you the kind of people we are dealing with. They will never go without a fight. They will never go without a fight. Expect anything. Whatever you see today online, don't get distracted. You're going to see blackmail, propaganda, all manner of things. They are going to unleash a lot of forces against us. But at the end, we will win. That is what matters. The ends will justify the means. We are going to win. So wherever you are watching me from, prepare to go home. You are already doing well. More especially my brothers and sisters in Biafra land. I cannot tell you that it's easy. It is not easy. You are paying a very strong and huge sacrifice. Those of you in Biafra land, it is not easy. As you are sitting at home over there, we are equally sitting at home with you, even though we are abroad. We are sitting at home with you. This is one of the blackmail they brought against our Prime Minister. You saw Ifan Yoba yesterday speaking. That our Prime Minister is not sitting at home and he's telling people to sit at home. That is a senseless argument. Our Prime Minister has always been doing what he's preaching anywhere he is. But by the way, where we are concerned is that territory where they are taking charge. That is where we want to sit at home to hold. In that territory where the Zoological Republic is forcing people to officiate for them, that is where we want to take back. And that is why we channel our energy on sit at home on Biafra land. We are talking about our own land, Biafra. That territory that we want to take, that is where we focus on the sit at home. Just as Mazi Nnamdi said, everybody have the road to go. Mazi Nnamdi said, when it comes to the financial contribution, the people who are living abroad, they are holding the financial part of it, holding it, making the financial commitment. But when it comes to the practical things on the ground, the people in Biafra land have to be there and take that part. It is division of labor. It is division of labor. If you are in Biafra land, that aspect of sitting at home is a role that you have to play. It's your own part. But when it comes to the financial contribution, those of us who are staying abroad, we carry it on our shoulder and we are doing it perfectly well. When we fall short on that side, you can blame us. So when you see all these clowns bringing some kinds of argument to distract us, you can't distract us. And he was asking our Prime Minister if he had a business in Nigeria. Why will he have a business in Nigeria? Why will somebody who wants his own nation be investing his money to pay tax to this very zoological? You want him to pay tax to the same people that are going to destroy our lives, right? You want him to invest and now begin to pay tax to sponsor the same people that will be going against us. You are sick. You are sick. And for the fact that it doesn't have anything on that very Biafran showed how committed that he is a genuine agitator. Not like the ones who claim to be Biafra agitators and they are building hotels everywhere. You are building hotels everywhere, even in Abuja and Lagos. You are building hotels, and yet you are an agitator. You are agitating for Biafra. You are agitating for Biafra, and you are investing in Nigeria in the midst of the agitation. If you want to invest in Nigeria, wait until after when you get your country, then you can now have a license and invest over there, not in the midst of the agitation. These are some of the flimsy arguments they bring to distract you. Don't get distracted. We must remain focused and continue to move on that direction, which is the right direction. Our freedom is sure. No man born of a woman can deny us our freedom. The time is right. At the very right time, that is where we are today. And we cannot miss this opportunity. We cannot afford to throw this opportunity away. We can't afford to play with it. This is an opportunity that we cannot afford to play with. We will do everything possible to see that Biafra becomes a reality in 2023. The target is being drawn already. All we have to do is to pursue that target. As you hear Mazi someone ever pronounce that, you key in into it. Key in into that prophecy and pursue it. You don't just pray and fold your hand. You pray and put your prayer to work. And that is what we are doing today. Our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who they are holding the front line. We will do everything possible to release him. The reasons why we are sitting at home today is to show the world that the Biafran people are in charge. And that we have shown yesterday. Another one is to demand for the unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi. Demand, not beg. Not beg. We have to demand by force them to release Mazi Nnamdi because he's innocent. An innocent man. We don't have to beg. Speak from the angle of strength and ask for his release. And that we will continue to do. And another one is to show the world that the Biafran people are in charge, that the vote of no confidence that we cast on these criminal politicians has taken effect. Again, to conduct our referendum. The world is watching. The world is watching. These are necessary steps and necessary things you have to prove before you walk into your homeland, Biafra. And we are proving how capable we are. We are proving that we are ready and willing. The whole world is watching. These are some proofs they need from you before you can get support. And I can tell you, so many countries are already allies to Biafra, waiting for the bell to ring. So many countries are falling in line. They are just waiting for the pronunciation. They have seen the seriousness. That is why you see our Prime Minister of Biafra Republic, he is busy 24/7 having diplomatic meetings across the world with people that matters, with world powers. That's why you see our emissaries springing up from all parts of the world. Emissaries springing out all parts of the world. Biafra today is no longer in the hand of babies. It is no longer in the hand of the babies. Biafra today is in a level which even the deaf and the dumb will know that yes, Biafra has come to stay. Biafra has resurrected fully. It is no longer a child's play, and they are getting the message and getting it right. That is why you see each time our Prime Minister make a move or a statement, they cannot hold themselves but respond. Today, even their media report about our Prime Minister. We don't beg them. We don't pay for any report. We are not like those who go and concoct story and beg them or pay for their information to be published. We don't do that. Today, they are forced to report what the Biafran people are doing because they know that we are not joking. They know that the struggle is in the hand of a capable hand. And what he says he will do, he will do. Mazi Nnamdi can say, we are consistency personified. Consistency personified. That is what we are. And wherever you are, you must remain consistent. Don't allow anybody to cajole you into something that is not obtainable. The best thing you can do for yourself today as a Biafran is to pay attention to Biafra Republic government in exile. That is the best thing you can do for yourself. To support the Biafra Republic government in exile by all means possible, by any means possible that you can support them, begin to do that. That is the best thing you can do for yourself. The Biafra Republic government in exile have come to stay, and they will continue to make exploits until we walk into Biafra. It doesn't matter what you do. The more you attack them, the more they go further. Look at our cabinet. Today we are dealing with visible human beings, not invisible people. Not people that hide under the keyboard that we don't know their status. Every member of the Biafra government in exile, you know their status. You can see them, you can write them, you can communicate with them. You have professors, you have doctors, you have engineers, well-connected people, businessmen. Biafra is no longer in the hand of babies. And that is why today, they no longer use the language miscreant. For a very long time, do you realize that word miscreant have disappeared? It has disappeared because they are getting the message and getting it clear. They are getting the message and getting it clear. Prepare to go home, my beloved Biafran people. Continue to hold your ground. We are going home. No matter what anybody does, no matter what they say, they can't stop us. You can't stop the moving train. The only thing you can do is to join the train. But stopping it, you cannot. The sit at home continues. Today is the second day of the sit at home, the lockdown in Biafra land. We are going to take it step by step until we get to the 7th day. We are going to continue to lock the place down, and the world is watching. Another referendum in the making. The whole world is watching. Don't get distracted. Do not allow anybody to blackmail you into anything, and pay attention to every information. Obedience is better than sacrifice. When you hear sit at home, it is for your own benefits. The sit at home is to make a statement, an unanimous statement by all Biafrans. Sit at home is not made. Our prime minister did not just wake up and announce sit at home. No, this is an agreement by the Biafran people. After consultations, they agreed. He's just a mouthpiece, and he spoke, and the Biafrans said amen, and they keyed into it. So when you see the announcement of sit at home, don't look at it as if Mazi Simon is imposing something on you, or he's trying to lord it over you. No, that is not what it is. When they come online, that is the kind of picture they paint. Look at Nnamdi and co. That is the kind of picture they paint online. That Mazi Simon is forcing people to sit at home as if it is for himself. This is the picture they paint. That he is forcing people to sit at home. He is forcing people to sit at home. Meanwhile, where he is, this is not about Mazi Simon. It is not about him. It is about 70 million Biafrans. When are you going to get it right? It is not about him. Left for Mazi Simon, he has a very good standard of life in Finland. He has a very good job, very good profession, qualified, connected. Anything he needs in life, he can get it. His concern is his own family, his brothers. 70 million people is his concern. And that is where he has channeled his energy. And he doesn't impose himself on anybody. Whatever statement you had him make is an agreement of the Biafran people after consultations. So when they come and the funniest is that people that complain about the sit at home, you think they are speaking about the sit at home because of they are not speaking about it because of the plight of the people. That is why when they want to make the statement, they will start by telling you that the government is losing 10 billion naira every day. That is where they start the statement. And you ask them, if this government can be getting such amount of money every Monday, why is it that we still have a dilapidated road in Biafra land? If they can be making this amount, they are calling, they tell you that they are losing so. If they have been making that amount all this while, why is it that we still have dilapidated roads in Biafra land? Look at the Newi that we are complaining. Look at the road to that market, that machine market where they are talking. Look at the road, dilapidated. There's no road to go there. And yet, a senator from that area is coming to make noise. In that same country that you call yourself, look at everything they do. You still have to tax the people. You still have to tax the people. Government, there is no federal government present anywhere in Biafra land. All those things you are contributing money to do in Biafra land, go to the north. Their government do it over the north. Everything you contribute money to do in Biafra land, in the northern part of Nigeria, the government do it for them, free of charge. And it is their right. In the north, they get their right. But your senators, your governors in the southern part of Nigeria, in the southeast, especially Biafra land, either they give them the allocation they put in their pocket, and the same evil government will cover them up because they want to use them against their own people. They have allowed them to continue to extort money from their people, steal as much as they can, and they don't challenge them. That is why when you talk about the federal, they will tell you to go and talk to your state. Go and talk to about your state governor. They will send troops from Abuja to protect him. Because the state governors are playing their role. The time has come for us to focus. We have already spoken in a loud voice, and they have heard us and heard us clear. There is no going back. Wherever you are watching this video from, I ask you, please share, like and share. And if you are watching it for, like and share, and make your consider. Tell people, stay at alert. Don't get distracted. We must lock down these 7 days. We must lock it down. Let the whole world continue to roll. Let the whole world continue to observe and watch. Let them bring all their blackmail and propaganda. Don't get distracted. Are you going to see changes? You will see a lot of distractions. You will see blackmail, propaganda. There are things you are going to see going forward that will surprise you. Sometimes you might even lose faith. I said, no, but don't lose faith. I bet you don't lose faith. Remain focused. Listen to instructions. Every instruction you are getting from our Prime Minister Mazi, it is not meant to intimidate you. It is not meant to destroy you. It is meant to give you a meaningful life. If you want a meaningful life, you must key in. We are going home. No man born of a woman can stop that. We are going home. It doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter whether you support or you don't support. It doesn't matter whether all these criminals who have refused and they are fighting against Biafra. You see, that's why I said in one of my programs that today, Biafran enemies can no longer hide. If you're one of them, you can't even hide. If you're one of the enemies of Biafra and you are pretending, you will definitely bring yourself out. If you have been fighting against Biafra in the secret, you will definitely bring it. In the era of our Prime Minister Mazi, you cannot be on the ground. In the era of the dragon, Mazi, you cannot be on. There's no way you can be on the ground. You must bring yourself out, and that is what is happening today. Every secret person fighting secretly against Biafra, everyone that has their evil agenda, look at how the God of the land is throwing them out. Sometimes they don't even know when they make the statement they make. The God of the land is throwing them out on daily basis, throwing them out, and we are decimating them one after the other, and we will continue until Biafra come. I appreciate every one of you that have joined this very program, wherever you are joined from. My special thanks and prayers go to people that are watching from Biafra land. May Chukwu Okike be my guide and protect every one of you. May Chukwu Okike be my guide and protect every Biafran all over the world, no matter where you are. May Chukwu Okike be my guide and protect you. May Chukwu Okike be my guide and protect everybody that is genuinely and sincerely seeking for freedom, no matter your trade, no matter your race, no matter your tribe, no matter your religion, no matter your location, and you are genuinely seeking for freedom, you will see freedom in your lifetime. May Chukwu Okike be my guide and protect all our media warriors that are standing firm, speaking on behalf of our Biafra Republic government in exile and standing in for the Biafran people. All our media warriors, may Chukwu Okike be my guide and protect them. May Chukwu Okike be my guide and protect all the members of the cabinet of Biafra government in exile. May Chukwu Okike be my guide and protect them. Equip them with more strength, wisdom, and knowledge. May Chukwu Okike be my guide and protect all the members of Umuada, all the Umuada that are fighting day in, day out for the Biafran people. May Chukwu Okike be my guide and protect them. Our leader of Umuada and Minister of Defense, Honorable Charles Azuka Wanko, may Chukwu Okike be my guide and protect her. May Chukwu Okike continue to be with her and her family. Give her more strength, more wisdom to continue to fight on until we get into Biafra land. May Chukwu Okike be my guide and protect all the members of ESN, all the Biafran Liberation Army, all the members of BNL and their leaders. May Chukwu Okike be my guide and protect them and secure them. Build a wall of fire around them. No weapon of the enemy shall penetrate them. May Chukwu Okike be my continue to guide and protect our Prime Minister of Biafra Republic government, Mazi, wherever he is. We commit him in the hand of Chukwu Okike for divine protection. Every missile against him, both spiritual and physical, will never penetrate. Chukwu Okike will be with him, guide him, protect him, give him more wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Give him more mental toughness to take the right decision at the right time. May Chukwu Okike continue to guide and protect our supreme leader, Nnamdi Kanu, wherever he is at this minute. We bring Nnamdi Kanu before Chukwu Okike for divine protection, for divine healing. Every poison that has been injected into the body of Nnamdi Kanu, every attack against his health, whatever that is not right in his body, at this minute we decree that Chukwu Okike release the doctors spiritually to begin to minister to Nnamdi Kanu. Long life in the land of the living. Nnamdi Kanu will live long in our midst. He will raise the flag of Biafra, and very soon he's going to join us. Nothing will happen to Nnamdi Kanu. He will live to see his great grandchildren. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect every one of us that have played a role on this very broadcast in one way or the other. I say, no weapon formed or fashioned against the Biafran people shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Prime Minister Mazi shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our supreme leader Nnamdi Kanu shall prosper. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you so much for watching wherever you're watching from, and stay safe. See you again later in the evening. If you have time, you can join me in my evening broadcast on my channel on Facebook, King David Exploit Expose. I always broadcast there on the evening time. So if you have time, join me in the evening on King David Explore the Expose. I also have another platform where I also stream live the programs of our Prime Minister on Chooks for Survival page. Go to Chooks for Survival page and follow. And also have Revolution News. Go to Revolution News. You will see information there that has to do with Biafra. Everywhere I am, I speak about Biafra. I don't blog of anything. I don't talk about it except Biafra. Biafra is my religion. I follow it until the day we're going to sing a joyful song in our own homeland. Thank you so much for watching. See you again next time. Bye-bye.